out of the whole NewEra range, for my bank fishing, I would choose 3. First of all, the 9'6" 6-weight for light nymph and dry fly work. Then the 7-weight for the all-around rod, whether it's nymphs, buzzers or lures. But if distance is paramount or you're targeting the larger fish, then the 8-weight comes into its own. The 6-weight is a fantastic bank rod for fishing light tippet if you want dry fly fishing or nymph fishing. The great thing about it, when dry fly fishing, you've got to be accurate. And with the bias construction of the carbon, it means you are more precise. The reason for that is that the fibers prevent you going away from a straight line. So where you point, that rod will always go. So if you find yourself wandering down the bank, you see a fish rise, then you'll put it directly in front of it. And the other advantage is that although it's got a really nice soft tip, you've got plenty of power in reserve. So if you find yourself on the bank and a fish rises at 20, 25 yards, then you've got plenty of power to deliver the fly all the way out there. If you're one of those anglers that loves his top of the water sport or nymph fishing on a bank, I can't think of a better setup than the 6-weight. It'll enable you to fish close, it'll enable you to fish at mid-distance, and if those fish really go out a long way, this rod will never be found wanting. The 7-weight is my go-to bank rod. I can fish dry flies, nymphs and all the lures throughout the year. It's got enough sensitivity in the tip to fish close in with enough grunt to cast as far as you'd ever want to. Throughout the NewEra range, Daiwa have used a V overcap joint. That means you have a consistent taper throughout the whole rod. It means that power is transferred from hand to tip far more efficiently. And in fishing terms, that means greater distances can be achieved with ease. The X45 construction in the NewEra range is far more responsive, so any movement I make with my hand is transferred immediately to the tip. So the cut cast or the snake roll can be done very, very easily. And to be honest with you, the 9'6" 7-weight is probably my favourite of the whole range. This is the 8-weight, the powerhouse of the range. If you're on a bankside and want to stand out amongst all the fishermen, well, get your hands on one of these. When you're casting, a lot of people talk about tracking. That means taking the rod back and forth in a straight line. Now, if at any time you throw a circle into your cast, the construction of the X45 material means that it's counteracting that, and it makes sure that no power is ever lost if you throw a twist into the cast. One of the most exciting times to fish a reservoir is fry batching time. That's when the big fish come out to play. You'll be casting big imitations, and if you're ever lucky enough to hook one of those monsters, I know the 8-weight has enough power in reserve to tame any of them.